What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're here, chapter 1046 of One Piece. We're going to read it, we're going to react to it, and see how it gets on. Uh, Sorry again, another late upload today. I had an exam this morning, so I couldn't record, obviously. I had to work on that. Um, but yeah, so it's chapter 1046. It's called Raizo, named after a scabbard, so are we actually going to get the scabbards doing something? Are they actually going to break the streak of being scabbards try to do something useful, impossible challenge? But before we get into the actual chapter, we have the cover story. It's a continuation of the Germa story. It's volume 9, A Pair of Intruders on Pudding's Turf, Chocolate Town. And it looks like it's Ichiji and Sanji's sister that I can't remember the name of, after arriving back to Whole Cake Island to get Niji and Yonji back. And onto the actual chapter, we open where we left off, obviously, with Luffy after putting Kaido on the ground. And so we have Luffy talking, saying, what should I call that last move? Goma Goma no something. And Kaido saying, just tell me one thing, who the hell are you? Kaido's gripping his face while he's on the ground. And Luffy's like, what? And we cut to Zunisha saying, how nostalgic that rhythm. Joy boy, hey joy boy. It's as if you're right there. How exhilarating. This all feels like fate. I can't help but think that we should put our faith in this boy. And then we cut back to Luffy saying, who, me? I'm Monkey D. Luffy, the man who's going to surpass you and become the king of the pirates. That's really good that Luffy isn't like saying, oh, I'm Joy Boy or I'm Nika or whatever. It's not, it's just his devil fruit. He's still Luffy through it all, which is great to see. Like he's not inheriting the will of someone else and becoming them. Literally, he's just a spiritual successor to them. So we're back to Kaido saying, glad to see you've still got that big mouth. We call this an awakening. Your mind and body are finally able to harness the potential of your ability. And what a ridiculous power it is, yeah. As we said, most ridiculous power in One Piece. I've lost a lot in this war. My men, my castle, everything I've built here. But I suppose the same is true for you, huh? And then Luffy responds, I'm not through yet. I'm taking back everything you've stolen no matter what. Yeah, we knew Luffy, like, that's Luffy's whole thing in this war. And then Kaido is hitting him with a Gundari meteor shower. He's like poking him with the kanabo. he's poking him. And Luffy's saying Ufara, but it's not really having much of an effect. His body is like curving for the hits like it was in the last chapter as well. And then he's throwing back attacks, which are like cartoon punching through Kaido again, and Luffy's just saying damn it, and Kaido's saying ugh. So it looks like they're both just so durable that like it's almost like it's doing nothing to them. Like they're not even hurting each other, but we know that they are hurting each other because obviously Luffy last chapter had the whole bit with like rapid aging and then having to restart his heart, and Kaido, we know the island is like starting to collapse, like stones are starting to fall off of it and stuff, so he is weakening. We've known that for about 20 chapters, I'd say, since Yamato said that the flame clouds are starting to weaken. So we know they're both weakening, but like to look at them, they have such a high level of durability that it looks like nothing is hurting them. So Luffy is coughing, and Kaido is saying, for fumes to reach up here, the whole castle must have gone up in flames. That means thousands of your men are trapped in the inferno below. They're going to roast to death. And Luffy's saying, I left everything that's happening down there to them. I've got nothing to worry about other than sending you flying. And Kaido hits him with an attack called Devastating Gust. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep laughing every time I see a Luffy move. So Kaido hits him with an attack called Devastating Gust, which is like, it's like the tornado kick from CP9, except with his kanabo. So he's sending like wind blades at him, but Luffy just like elongates his legs, kind of like he's a Mr. Elastic from DC. He just elongates his legs so it goes under his legs. And Kaido's just like, yeah, okay, then we cut away. So they're just going to continue fighting up there. So we're on the live floor, and there's people screaming, "Put it out! It's not just the castle. All the towers are going up too." And Chopper is running over to Nami, saying, "Nami, you're okay. What do we do? The fire won't go out." And Nami's like, "Chopper," and Chopper is like bawling. He's in tears, and he's saying, "I can't find Zoro, Sanji, Frankie, Usopp, Robin, Brook, or Jinbei. I think they might still be trapped." And Nami's kind of like, "Seriously, but how can we reach them? Onigashima is basically a giant pyre now. Even here isn't safe. There's nowhere to run unless we find a way to land." And then Chopper says, "Zeus, what about your rain?" And Zeus says, "A flame this big would just eat me up." So Zeus is out of the question for stopping this. That's good to know. So we're in the basement now. It's no use. We're surrounded. There's no escape. Damn it all. First floor. I'm not good with heat, so we have Beppo passed out. Obviously, Beppo can't handle heat because he's a polar bear. So he's being carried by Penguin and a couple of the other members of Law's crew. And Penguin is saying, "You're being a real pain, Beppo. Youch, it's hot. Pan, pan. This might be it. I don't think we're going to make it." And someone else says, "Captain, save us." So continuing the trend with Law's crew, they're basically useless on their own, and they entirely rely on Law to carry them. No surprise there. Basement, "My lord, how awful. You must have suffered a lot to end up like this." No, I'm not a burnt up corpse, you hear. So all the samurai think that Brook has just like, his skin has burnt off. And he's still alive, but his skin's just burnt off from the fire. And he's like, no, that's not what happened. And so Brook and Robin are saying, so Brook's saying, "We have to find a way to get everyone outside." And Robin's saying, "There may not be one." So now we're going over to the pleasure hall, the left brain, and so that's Sanji, and Sanji is leading the courtesans out, and he's saying, "No good, even if we get outside, the garden is gone." And then we go back to the basement, but it's Inbi and Apu. So Inbi's burnt his hand, and he's saying, "EBB." Inbi is the second number. He's 2. It's a mild burn, man up. This is Apu talking to him. "Break the wall already before we both die. Who cares if it costs you an arm?" That's easy for you to say, Apu. So Inbi is just saying, "EB, there's no point in having a big body if you don't use it." Apu is raging at him, and Inbi looks angry, and he's saying, "IBB." And Apu says, "What you gonna do? Or you wanna go, bastard?" So Apu and Inbi might fight. I hope Apu loses, because fuck Apu. Inbi is the number that when he saw Yamato, he was happy and he started chasing her and like helping her. So, or I think that's the case. That is it, isn't it? So Inbi could switch sides easily because seemed the most happy to see Yamato. So might switch sides because of Yamato being on the other side. So we're in another part of the basement with Usopp, and he's using a pop green. It's the lethal green star sprinkler, so he's spraying water and it's doing nothing. he's got like the NL face where like his mouth is like way down and his eyes are popping out, and he's like, "What?" And Hamlet, the giraffe smile, is saying, "You're wasting your energy, sir." And Usopp saying, "Shut up, I've got to do something. I made a promise to Izo. I'm going to save Kin, Kiku, and myself to boot." And Hamlet's responding, "Don't forget about me, sir." So now we're going to the right brain tower, and we have Frankie and Zoro. Zoro is being carried by Frankie on his shoulder because he's completely out of the count. And Frankie is saying, "The spire is getting out of hand. Which way am I even meant to go? I gotta find Chopper soon, or Zoro's not gonna make it." And Samurai are chasing him, saying, "Save us, big bro. We're gonna burn to death before that." And he's saying, "Keep whining like a bunch of weaklings, and I'll burn you myself." So Frankie could turn into a new age king, setting his subordinates on fire. And now we're in the 4th floor of the castle interior, and we have Jinbei. And someone is yelling at him saying, "It's ready, Jinbei Dono. I am truly grateful that you agreed to put your faith in me." And Jinbei is saying, "Luffy decided to ally with you samurai." Oh, this is probably Raizo, considering the chapter is called Raizo. So that's my guess, considering Jinbei has said it's samurai. "How could I possibly doubt you? Now let's go." Right. Yeah, it's Raizo. Okay. "The feeling is mutual. I believe in you as well. Ever since that day, I swore I would never be unprepared." So we're going to a flashback. It looks like Odin's castle. Where Toki-sama, Momonosuke-sama, Hiyori-sama. So yeah, this is the day that Kaido burnt down Odin's castle in Udon. It's on fire, and Raizo is saying, back then I couldn't even protect my lord Odin-sama. Meanwhile, Momonosuke-sama and the rest of his family almost burned in his castle. Despite my ninjutsu, I was unable to protect any of them. I can never make up for that failure, but I will never let myself be that helpless again ever. So this is another flashback then to Zo. He's saying it's Zo, and he's talking to Inuyasha, and he's saying, Inuyasha, what is that rain? And Inuyasha's saying, it's Zunisha washing itself. What an insane amount of water. May I take some? So Raizo's devil fruit is the scroll fruit, right? So he can store things in scrolls. That's how he was able to redirect Kaido's Boro breath back onto him in like chapter 995, I think it was. So by the looks of it, he's done it with water from Zunisha spraying itself with water from its trunk. So now we're back to the present. I will not allow the men who bravely joined our raid to die to a mere fire. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Prepare to be doused with an unbelievable supply of water. Ninpo scroll jutsu. Nin, elephant bath. So yeah, he has a scroll full of water from Zunisha, and so he's thrown the water forward out of the scroll, and it's called Elephant Bath Restoration. And Jinbei is in the water. Jinbei can obviously control water using his Fishman Jujutsu or Fishman Karate. It's one of the two. So yeah, he's inside it. He's saying, how immense, water art. And he's pulling the water. And he's saying Fishman Fishman Jujutsu, ocean current shoulder throw. So he is controlling where the water is going, and it's going directly onto the fire, yeah. Third floor, another dead end. We're done for BB-san. BB is the gorilla mink. Like hell, after that battle, I won't let us lose to a lousy fire who started all these flames anyway. And they're saying, huh? Because all of a sudden in front of them, there's just a massive body of water coming flying at them. And yeah, it's gone straight through, filled up the third floor, and straight through down to the second floor. Go flood every corner of the castle, Jinbei says. Please don't be too late. May the water of Zo rescue our comrades. That's Raizo. We're on the first floor, and we have Killer saying, let me down, fa fa fa. Come on, this is the least you can let us do for you, Killer-san. And Killer is just saying, fa fa fa. And they're saying, ow ha, what do we do? There's nowhere left to go. Huh, why is everything quaking suddenly? And then water, we're saved. Yeah, they just got caught up in the current and thrown forward. They were on stairs as well, so they got thrown down the stairs, I guess. Then we're cutting to Yamato and Momo. Hurry, Momonosuke-kun. That's Yamato saying that. Why? Kaido is still alive. And Yamato is saying he's at his limit. He won't be able to sustain his flame clouds much longer. It's up to you now. You need to make clouds strong enough to hold Onigashima. This was always our only option. And Momo's eyes are popping out. He's doing the same face as Usopp, where he's like, what? But he's still in his dragon form. But Yamato is actually pulling on the strings by his nose, the like mustache strings. So she's pulling on him like that, and he's like, what? So yeah, also Chopper is being thrown around by the water, I'm pretty sure, in the panel between them talking about that. But so by the looks of it, Yamato is restating that Kaido is done. Like he's down to his last couple percent of power. He's maybe 5% left at most, I guess, at this point. So we're nearing the end of the battle. Like there's not much left. So then we cut back to Luffy. Oh my god. So Luffy and Kaido, and the only text is Onigashima is about to fall. Luffy has jumped into the sky. He kind of looks like, do you know when NL goes into his full, like, giant lightning god form at the end of Skypiea? Luffy kind of looks like that, except all in black, and he's just grabbed a lightning bolt out of the sky. Like he's Zeus or something. He's literally holding the lightning bolt and jumping at Kaido. And they're both just grinning away, and it just says Onigashima is about to fall. And So next week is a break. Amazing chapter, I think. Good to see a scabbard actually do something for once. Like, they've been pretty useless for most of this fight. It's just Inuyarashi beat Jack and Neko Mamushi beat Parasparrow. Other than that, they've basically all done nothing. So it's good to see another scabbard actually be useful in some way. And useful might be a bit of an understatement. Raizo might actually be the one that saves everyone. So yeah, amazing chapter. Or at least I think so anyway. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please comment down below what you think of this chapter, what you think will happen in the next chapter. You know, the usual stuff. And I'll see you next time. Please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and commenting, as I said. And I'll see you next time. Peace.